All right, action. Time for action. Shalom, peace. Peace to all of you people. All of you people. I don't really talk to too many people. My friend Neil told me I'm going to have to put some tags next to the subject that I talk about in these YouTubes to get it out there. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it. Then I'm thinking about, do I really want to argue and fight with these folks for another 15 years? Because that's what it'll be. But anyway, it's a little noise out there, a little loud, but we're going to try to get started here on the veil of Masha, the law and the veil of Masha, part 11. Part 11. I said I was going to go to part 12 to make a little fun with it, to the 12 tribes, 12 tribes, part 12, etc. I'm pretty much sure I really want to wrap it up after this and then break down some other stuff in this law, statute, commandment stuff, and then call it a day with this particular discussion with these particular people, whoever comes across these YouTubes of mine. Now, there was a debate last week on slaves in the kingdom and the millennium kingdom, etc., which is totally, I don't know what to say sometimes with some of the stuff you hear, but what can you do? But I got to get back to the guns that I had planned on doing before I go and get prepared for whenever this might come down for me. Might have to debate this particular person on this sayings and teachings in this future millennium kingdom. But what can you do? Everyone has to do what they have to do, and so do I. All right. Now, part 11, the law and the veil of Masha. Once again, this is coming from 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 12 to 16. All the YouTubes, all of the things I'm saying are deriving from that point in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 12 to 16. That is where all of these thoughts and terminologies are coming from, and there's no specific order, no series like in Christianity or crap. Now, not that calling Christianity crap, I'm saying series. When they do a series, you get my tape of my series. This is not in some order. This is no prescribed order. This is the way I see it, the way I perceive things. I can go a lot more on the law, statutes, and commandments and all this other stuff for today. I cover as much as I can. You can't cover everything. You'll be reading here to 2022 trying to cover everything. No, not doing that. And most of the folks ain't going to change anyway. Please. They're not studying. They don't care. Just like I pretty much, how can you say, we pretty much not going to come to agreement. They know that, I know it, but you still got to put it out there. Somebody might have an ear to hear. Somebody might say, you know what? I ain't afraid of the Yehudim. I ain't afraid of camps or no camp. I ain't afraid of none of this nonsense. I'm going to do what I got to do. All right, because you're supposed to be standing up for Yahusha, not your camp. Not standing up for you being an Israelite. You're supposed to be standing up for Yahusha. I did a YouTube, I think, too long ago. You Masha's disciples or Yahusha's disciples? Depending on what good news you bring, that tells the front right there. That tells you where you stand from right there. Bam. Simple stuff. Simple equation. But let me get going here, because I'm going to have to do maybe one or part 2, because this is how I'm going to do this with the book of Galatians. I'm just going to read the book. Just read the book. And with Hebrews, I might do the same. I don't know. But with Galatians, I'm just going to read it. Just read it. Now, if I pronounce some words wrong, you guys who are English majors or etc., or Hebrew scholars or Greek theologians, you can make a YouTube and read Galatians. Then you can send it out to the world. How about that? All right. Let's get going here, because this is a lot of reading. Paul, an apostle, not of men, neither by man, but by Yahushua HaMashiach. This particular translation, let y'all see that, uses Yahshua Messiah. I say Yahushua HaMashiach. Now, they say Yahweh, I use Yahuwah. Now, number 2, these particular translation I just put up on the screen are like y'all folks with the law, statute, commandments. Believing they abide today in full-fledged teaching in it. These particular people that put this translation, their comments and their little stuff, boom, boom, boom. So what? They're not the scriptures. They make their comments, and then on any scriptures, some people put certain things in there to put their point across. You got to know what translations and what people, how they get down. I ain't calling the people bad. I like the translation. I don't have no. They got to do what they got to do. So do I. Let's get going. Of Yahushua HaMashiach and Yahuwah the Father, who raised him from the dead. Now I will be comment on some of the verses, obviously, but I'm just gonna read it. And all the brethren, which I know most people don't read nothing. They just get the little quote, little verse, boom, 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 hit them up, and they're off to the races. And all the brethren which were with me unto the assemblies, not churches, of Galatia. Grace be to you and peace from Yahuwah the Father, Yahuwah the Father, and our Master and our Sovereign. See, they use Master. I would prefer the word Sovereign there. Sovereign Yahushua HaMashiach, or Mashiach, who gave himself for our sins that we might deliver us from the present evil age. Key point, eschatology. Present evil age or world. It has 165. Don't go off these. Stay in course. According to the will of Al, he got ELs, AL, and our Father, Abba, Elohim. Our Father, he has here. Verse 5, Galatians 1:5, to whom be the glory forever and ever. Amen. I am marveled that you are so soon, there we go, so soon removed from him that called you. Or what did they remove from? You into the grace of Mashiach unto another good news. My. Another good news. What's this other good news that's coming back to get them? Something going on here. This ain't the Esau camp. This ain't the heathen coming. This is from the believers coming to them. Only the believers can come with another good news. Or Cordisiums, the saints or the Hebrew Israelites or somebody is coming to them bringing another good news. According to 1:6. 1:7. Which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the good news, my, of Mashiach. They would do what? Be some that, there's some that another, there is another, which is not another, but there be some. That's y'all. That trouble you, that's y'all, like Hebrew Yashruelites, and would pervert the good news of Mashiach. Acts 15:24. Acts is the famous chapter when they tried to tell them the people that were Yehudim said they were believers that the people had to be circumcised. And Paul said our fathers couldn't keep these things, we teach them nothing to the Gentiles. That goes with Acts 15:24. Little side notes. Bam, bam, bam. Will pervert the good news. But through an angel. That's one of our favorite verses. Galatians 1:8. From heaven preach another good news unto you, that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. Wait a minute. Shaul saying, if anybody come, even an angel from heaven, even a Yahudian from Ethiopia, or from Australia, from Virginia, from the west coast of Africa, come and preach any other gospel, let him be appraised. No, cursed. Verse 9. As we said before. So I say again, if any man preach another good news, another unto him that ye receive, let him be accursed. What is the good news? Wait a minute, he's talked about good news a couple times here. We don't want to get into that. But what is the good news? We're going to get into it. What is the good news for you black Hebrew Yashruelites? What is it? For I do now persuade men, here comes Yah right now. For do I now persuade men or Elohim? For I do seek to please men. For if I yet please men, I should not be a servant of Mashiach. My. Some of y'all take this verse down, Galatians 1:10. Y'all are men and women pleasers when you was in Christianity. And now you in black Hebrew Yashruelites, and you are women and men pleasers. Josh, I don't know if you can see that. But I certify you, brethren, that the good news which was preached to you is not of after man. What good news is he talking about again? We got good news, a couple of verses here. What good news? What good news? It was not after man. What good news? What good news is he talking to the brethren? What good news is this? For I neither received it of man, neither was I taught it by man, but by the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach. Where did Shaul get his good news from? Remember, he's knocked off the horse, obviously in the book of Acts. Boom, 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 off the horse. And Yahushua HaMashiach told him, you're going to go and bear my name. What bear what? What good news? What? For you have heard of my conversion in time past in my Yehudai. They got Jews here. We get rid of that. Yehudai religion. I don't even know they had a religion, but it was like a religion, because the way people treat people back then is the way people treat people today, and that's in religion. How that beyond measure I persecuted the assembly, verse 14, of Yahuwah, and was wasted it. We all know that Shaul was after the true believers. Well, the true believers of Yahushua HaMashiach, the disciples of Yahushua HaMashiach. I'm trying to talk a little fast here because I know my daughter might call me pick up at the same time to start this YouTube. And I'm getting hyped just reading it again. My. And he prophet in the Yehudai religion above many my equals in my own nation. So we know he's talking about Yehudim now. My own nation. Shaul from the tribe of Benjamin. This is all easy stuff for y'all. That's when your ears get the size of an elephant. When y'all hear nation, Yehudai, Yehudim, all you wake up now. Being more exceedingly zealous of the traditions of the what? Of the traditions of my fathers. The traditions of my fathers. Well, what did he do with the traditions of my fathers? I was more zealous, and I chased these people to assembly to kill them, lock them up. In their religion. The Yehudim religion. That's what we got today. But y'all say y'all left Christianity religion. Well, you might be forming your own religion. 115. But when it pleased, 115 Galatians, Elohim, who separated me from my mother's womb, and he called me by his grace. I don't want to get into nothing else on that, on the sortology. 116. To reveal his son in me, that I might preach. That I might do what? Preach among the heathen. Immediately I conferred not with flesh and blood. Wait a minute. Well, he went to the Gentile, heathen, the Goyim, heathen, peoples, nation, Gentiles. I revealed not to man, went straight to the heathen. Y'all don't even want to go to the heathen. Talking about salvation only for Israel. You busted in Galatians 1:16. 1:17. Neither I went up to Jerusalem, to them which were apostles before me, but I went into Arabia, and I returned again unto Damascus. Verse 1:18. And after 3 years I went up to Jerusalem to see Kepha, and abode with him 15 days. 1:19. But of the apostles I saw none but Yaakov, the sovereign's brother. 1:20. I put major point here. Let's see what 1:20 says. I got 12 minutes already. Goodness. Now the things which I write unto you, behold, before Elohim I lie not. Take a deep breath. The things that I write unto you now. Now, he says, 1:20 Galatians. I'm going to have to do a couple series on this Galatians, just reading, because that's going to be a lot. Now the things I write unto you, behold. You know what behold, look it up. Look at number 2400. Greek. Have to. Before Elohim or Yahuwah, I lie not. Some of y'all done got some enough gall in your law, statutes, commandments teaching. And some other teachers. When y'all don't like Shaul, y'all call him a Christian. Y'all call me a Christian. Y'all call me a Christian when y'all don't like what I'm saying. And then when you don't like what you're saying, when it's against the Yehudim so-called of today. The Yehudim of today. They call you a Christian. Straw man. Red herring. Try to get the people off talking. Because you're not preaching their laws, that commandments. They bondage terminology. Ooh, I'm getting some trouble for saying that one. I lie not, Shaul said. I lie not. Not he lying, not he confused, not he this, not he that. I'm going to take Shaul's words. Galatians 1:20. Afterwards I came unto the regions of Syria and Sicily, and I was unknown by the face unto the assemblies of Judea, and which in Mashiach. 1:23. But they had heard only that he which persecuted us in times past, persecuted us who? The disciple of Yahushua. Now preaches the faith. Now preaches the what? Faith. Now preaches the faith which was once destroyed. He preaches the Lord's statutes, commandments. We got to keep the Lord's statutes, commandments. Now preaches the faith which was once destroyed. And they glorified. He got Elohim. Sometimes you can put Yahuwah there. In me. They glorified Elohim in me. Talking about Shaul. Chapter 2. Let's keep it going. 251. Dordan Koya. All right. Council at Jerusalem. Then 14 years after, I went up again to Jerusalem, and Barnabas, and it took Titus with me also. And I went up by revelation and communicated unto them that the good news, again, which I preach among the good news among the northern kingdom, the good news among the southern kingdom, the good news among the Gentiles, but privately to them which were in reputation, lest by any means I should run or lay run in vain. Verse 2-3, Galatians. But neither Titus, who was with me, being a what? In the Hallelujah scripture, he's a Greek, 1672. You want to look it up. Was compelled to be circumcised. Wait, let's read that again. Galatians 2:3. But neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised. Colossians 2:11. Was compelled. Let's keep reading. And that because of the false, oh my goodness, he calling them false brethren again. My. The false brethren unawares brought in who it came in privately. Now y'all don't come out privately in y'all awakening. Well, you just come in bold. And to spy out our what? Liberty, which we have in Mashiach Yahusha, that they might bring us into bondage. Wait. One verse, 2 Galatians 2:4. And because of false brethren, my, unawares brought in, came in privately, sneaky devils, to spy out our what? Freedom, liberty, back then, which we have in Yahusha, Mashiach Yahusha, that they might bring us into what? Bondage. 2 Corinthians chapter 11:26. That's a side note for their verse that they put with that. Bring us into what? Bondage. To whom we gave no place of subjection. Not for an hour. Look what Shaul said. We didn't give these people an hour. To whom we gave no place subjection. No, not for an hour, that the truth of the good news might continue with you. They didn't spend an hour wasting time. Here I gotta do 2,500 hours on YouTube. Shaul saying give y'all 60 minutes. Does it say hour? For an hour. I wonder the hour 56:10 is. This is some crazy stuff. But of these who seem to be somewhat whatsoever they were, it maketh no matter to me. Elohim accepteth no man's person. Elohim accepteth no man's person. For they seem to be somewhat in conference, added nothing to me. 2:6, 2:7. But contrawise, when they saw that the good news, I put major here, good news of the uncircumcision was committed unto me. Good news of the uncircumcision, unbeliever, Gentiles, Goyim, was committed to me, as the good news of the circumcision, the Yehudim, was to Kepha. Two different people, two different apostles, to two different people. That doesn't mean one couldn't talk to the other one couldn't talk to the other one. Don't confuse that if you do. Galatians 2:8. For he that wrought effectually in Kepha to the apostleship of the circumcision. Kepha went to the Yehudi. The same was mighty in me toward the Gentiles. Now, if the uncircumcision on verse 2:7, he comes back with the Gentiles 14:88. Megillah woke up out of his sleep and he heard the word Goyim. And when Yaakov and Cephas and Yohanan, they got John here, who seemed to be pillars, perceived the grace that was given to me, they gave me and Barnabas the right hands of fellowship. Not the right hand and kick him out the door. Get mad because you don't teach what we say we supposed to believe. That we should go unto the who? Heathen. And they unto the circumcision. Making a difference. The gospel, the good news, going out to all the world. Colossians 1:6. Colossians 1:23. Only they that should remember the poor, the same which I also was forward to do. They also remember the poor. Not going around all high-minded and looking down on folks. Come on. That's 2:10, 2:11. But when Kepha came unto Antioch, I withstood him face to face. It's about to get ugly. But when Kepha was come to Antioch, I withstood him face to face. What did Shaul do? He stood Kepha face to face. No respect the person. Didn't care if he was a Yehudian. Didn't care if he knew and shook hands with Yahusha. Don't care if he went to Jerusalem Boulevard supermarket with him. He faced him face to face. Bam. He was to be the what? Face to face. He was to be the blame. What did Kepha doing? To be the blame. Remember, he said in the other verse, I lie not. Verse 20, 120. Behold, before Elohim I lie not. His speech and what he's talking now in this epistle to the Galatians. Y'all want to attack Shaul. He be the blame. 2:12. For wherefore that certain came from Yaakov, he did eat with the Gentiles. But when they were come, who's the they there? When they were come, he withdrew and separated himself, fearing which were of the circumcision, which is the Yehudai, the Yehudim, you black Hebrew Israelites today. Well, that's what they was doing back then. Kepha was to blame. He had to be confronted. He had to go face to face. Shaul had to tell him, no, my man, you think you slick, you wrong. And sit by and say, no, that's a Yehudim. I believe in Lord's statute command. I'm not going to say nothing that offends these mores, captains, teachers, and leaders and elders of this and this and that. I won't say nothing. (2:13) And the other Yehudim, they got here Jews, dissembled likewise with insomuch the other people got away, following Kepha, afraid, listen to Kepha, apostle. They get all tied up. They all crammed up. And it says, verse 2:13, and the other Yehudim dissembled likewise, just like Kepha did. With him, with who? Kepha. Insomuch that Barnabas also was carried away. Barnabas was carried away with a dissimulation. With the foolishness. Barnabas even was, the Yehudians coming. The Israelites are coming. The prophets and the elders are coming. 2:14. But when I saw, but I, Shaul, when I saw that they walked not uprightly according to the truth of the what? Good news. I said to Kepha before them all, not on the side, not calling in the back room, not in the office, before them all. If thou being a Yehudim, livest thou the manner of the Gentiles and not after the Yehudim? Why compellest the Gentiles to live as do the Yehudim? Galatians 2:14. 2:15. We are Yehudim by nature. That's when y'all ears woke up again like a elephant. And not sinners of the Gentile. That's what they probably read in the street. I know they can read this verse. We be the Yehudim. We ain't sinners. I know they read it in the street. Wait till next summer to hear it. 2:16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the... should I read this? Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, 3:551. Not talking about no Talmuds. Not talking about no Talmuds. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, 3:551. But by the faith of Yahushua HaMashiach. Even we have believed in Yahushua HaMashiach that we might be justified by faith. We might be justified by faith. None of you black Yehudians teach it. You don't say it no more. You taught law, statutes, commandments. You don't teach you justified by faith. You got another gospel. You teach another. And it can't be a good news. That's what y'all ain't heard y'all say it yet. Of Mashiach, and not by works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. Romans 3:23. Ouch. I put next to the description. Ouch. Key. That's why I just want to read it. Yeah, I'm a comment on it, but I just want to read it. But that's what you're saying. That ain't what Shaul said. Verse 2:17. But if while you seek to be justified by Mashiach, we ourselves also are found sinners, is therefore Mashiach the ministers of sin? Certainly not. Of course not. 2:18. For if I build again the things which I destroy, I make myself a transgressor. 2:19. For I through the law am dead to the law. Wait. For I through the law I am dead to the law. I can be dead to the law. Y'all talking about he's alive to the law. Shaul taught the law in the book of Acts. And I might live unto Elohim. Romans 6:11 goes with that verse, according to them. I am in Paul, crucified, if you want to put there, with Mashiach. Nevertheless, I live, not yet, not I. Going to go into his stuff here. But Mashiach liveth in me, and the life which I now live, the life which I came out from being zealous of the elders, the life that I now live in the flesh, I live by faith of the Son of Yahuwah, who loved me and gave himself for me. Galatians 2:20. 25 minutes already. My goodness. No way. Can't finish this. Galatians 2:21. I do not frustrate the grace of Elohim. For if righteousness come by the law, then Mashiach is dead in vain for nothing. Naught, nothing. You bring his name to naught, Exodus 27, Christianity, for naught, nothing. Galatians 2:21. Maybe y'all more already skipped over this, but they have to put the spin doctor on it. The Hebrew spin doctor. I do not frustrate the grace. I do not frustrate the grace of Elohim. For if righteousness come by the law, then Mashiach is dead in vain or for nothing. Well, that's your own point of view. You don't know what you're talking about. That's just where you think about it. Oh, foolish Galatians, who have bewitched you? Now in chapter 3. I'm going to keep going. I'll stop wherever I stop off at. O foolish Galatians, who have bewitched you, that you should not obey the truth, before whose eyes Yahushua HaMashiach have been evidently set forth and Paul crucified among you. Who have, oh foolish Galatians, who bewitched you? Who came in and sucker punched y'all after y'all left Christianity in your great awakening, your genealogy, upbringing, understanding now? Who, oh foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you? What Yehudim? Who bewitched you? Who got you? When you left one religion, Christianity, FOI, Fruit of Islam, whatever you was, Nation of Islam, whatever the heck you was, and now who bewitched you to follow this? Woo-wee. 3:2 Galatians, 27 minutes. This only I would learn of you, receive. This only would I learn of you. Receive ye the spirit of works, of the works of the law, or by hearing of faith. Galatians 3:2. Key major I got in my notes. This only what I have learned of you, receive ye the spirit, the ruach, by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith. O foolish Galatians, which one did you get it by? Well, let's just keep reading. 3:3. And ye also foolish, having begun in the ruach, are you now made perfect by the flesh, by what you do and don't do, keeping the law, statute, commandments in the first century? Perfected in the flesh. I don't eat this, I don't do this, I wear this, I don't eat this, I don't do that. Look what he says, verse 3-4, Galatians. Well, somebody, too bad, y'all gonna have to die and go scream at Shaul. He wrote it, not the Yah. Get mad at you two, curse me out, call me names, call me a fake IT, call me a Christian, all that ain't gonna work. That only work of the fourth brother came in privately to spy on our liberty. That's who's gonna sing or is gonna ring a bell with them, not me. And the crowd, don't forget the crowd said, give us Barabbas. You'll have the crowd on your side when y'all gather. When y'all gather, I'll be me and somebody else, a couple other people. Y'all have the crowd. Galatians 3:4. Have ye suffered so many things in vain, nothing? If it be yet in nothing, in vain, for nothing? Ye therefore that minister to you the Ruach, work of miracles among you, doeth it by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith? Which one is it? He's asking them. Verse 6, 3:6, Galatians 3:6. Even as Abraham believed Yahuwah, and it is accounted to him for righteousness. Believe. He didn't keep the Lord's statutes and commandments, and he believed, and he, in the sense that that's what made him counted for righteousness, by keeping the Lord's statutes and commandments. Know ye therefore that which are of faith are the same as the children of Abraham. You boys want to do something to me, impress me? Talk about your faith in Abraham. Talk about your faith in Abraham. This be the what? The children of Abraham. Don't be a disciple of Masha. Masha. True Masha disciples were converted to Yahusha disciples. Let me read verse 3 and 7 again in Galatians. Know ye therefore that they which are of faith, the same are the children of Abraham. We be the children of Abraham. We gave the law, the statute, commandments. Galatians 3, 30 minutes, goodness. And the scripture foreseeing that Elohim would justify the heathen through faith, preach the good news unto Abraham, saying, in thee, Abraham, shall all nations, nations plural, not the 12 tribes, all nations in the so-called millennium kingdom, be what? Baruch, blessed. Galatians 12:3. Let me read Galatians 3. All nations, talking about the nation of Israel. And the scripture foresee that Elohim would justify the heathen through faith. No, through by keeping the law. Preach unto them the good news. Through what? Preach unto them the good news that Abraham saying that he shall be all nations, some nations, half of nations, only the black nations. Wrong. All nations. Gohim, heathens. Good news. 3:9. So then they which are of faith are blessed with faithful Abraham. Then 3:9. So then they which be of faith. He never see faith in keeping the law, works, statutes, and commandments together in a terminology so far. You have not seen. You've seen them separate sayings. Well, 31 minutes. 3:10. I'm reading. I'm commenting, but I knew this had to happen. That's all I wanted to do anyway. That's it. For as many of the works of the law are under my throat. I shouldn't say this. For as many of the works of the law are under the curse, for it is written, cursing everyone that continueth not in all the things which are written in the book of the law, 3551, to do them. Deuteronomy 27:26. Yaakov 2:9-13. Wait a minute. Ooh. Curse will never come good. He said in Galatians, let the many man bring another gospel, let it be a curse, anathema. Galatians 3:10. For as many as of the works 2041 of the law 3551 are under the curse, for it is written cursed. He capitalized curse. My gosh. In everyone that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law. I will get my other translation and read out all those 613 laws when I finish with Galatians and Hebrews and call it a day. But that no man, verse 3:11, is justified by the law in the sight of Elohim. It is evident, for the just shall live by faith. It doesn't say live by faith with continue the whole and keeping the law, statute, commandments. The just shall live by faith. Why would he say the just shall live by faith in the top part of the verse? He turned and said, but that no man is justified by the law, but by the sight of Elohim. It is evident, for the just shall live by faith. Hebrews 2:4. Hebrews 3:12. For the law is not of faith. Oh my gosh. The law is not of faith. Galatians 3:12. The law is not of faith. I believe the inspired scriptures of Shaul from the tribe of Benjamin, who said in the other verse, chapter 1, that I lie not when I speak it. I didn't go to confer to man. I got it from Yahushua HaMashiach through the Ruach HaKodesh. I didn't go to man. He's quoting and reading this epistle and teaching the Galatians about the Hebrews and the Gentiles. 3:12. And the law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live in them. You can do it then. The law is not of faith, but then maybe your faith is questioned according to the way this sounds. And then no faith is justified. Come on, folks. That's just your point of opinion. I'm just reading. That's why I'm just going to read this. And I'm going to read the whole 6 chapters, I guess, to 5, 6. I'm going to read it. Oh, that's making up his own word. He added to it. He don't say that. Mashiach have redeemed us from the curse. Mama, I'm glad I got this before my daughter called. Galatians 3:13. I'm going to read that about 5 times. Mashiach have redeemed us. Who? From the what? Curse of the law. Being made a curse for us, for it is written, cursed of everyone that hangeth on a tree. Don't try to bring slavery with hanging on a tree here, that the law was abiding and teaching because they put us on trees and hung us. Read that again, Galatians 3:13. Mashiach have redeemed us from the curse of the law. The law came in for the transgressions. Being made a curse for us, for it is written, cursed is everyone that hangeth on a tree. Don't concentrate on the tree with slavery in the 1800s, 1600s. Don't try to go there. That the blessings of Abraham might come on the Goyim, Gentiles, through Yahushua HaMashiach, that they might receive the promise of the Ruach through faith. Everything is faith now. From Abraham, faith. Book of Hebrews, faith. The blessings of Abraham might come on the Yehudim, on the Gentiles, the Goyim, 1484, Megillah, wake up, through Yahushua Mashiach, that we might receive the promise of the Ruach through faith. Genesis 12:3, we know that he prophesied that to Abraham way back there. Brethren, I speak not after the manner of men. Brethren, I speak after the manner of men, though it be but a man's covenant, yet it is to be confirmed. No man's disannulleth or abated addeth thereunto. Now, y'all can play around with 3:15 and we'll see this week, try to change it. 3:16. Now to Abraham and his seed. Where the promise. Oh boy, here y'all. The Hebrew Yehudim woke up. Red Bull and everything now. Now to Abraham and his seed. We be the seed. Where the promise is made, he saith not, and to the seeds as of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Mashiach. He's talking about Mashiach was going to come through the seed of Abraham. Not that the other people would not come, the other nations would be able to come in through faith. Not going to work. 3:17. And this I say, that the covenant that was confirmed before of Elohim in Mashiach, the law, which was 430 years after, cannot disannul that it should be made the promise of none effect, is the whole key of the Old Testament to Abraham, and the promise of eternal life through Mashiach, which is coming through his seed. That's what this whole thing was about. The Lord had his purpose unto John. The Lord had his purpose unto the fulfillment of the first century. The Lord had his purpose until Mashiach came. Verse 18. 3:18. For if the inheritance be of the law, the millennium kingdom, we're going to be given the law, statutes, and commandments. It is no more of promise, but Elohim gave it to Abraham by promise, not by keeping the law in the millennium kingdom. You sure you want me to do this debate, Neil? Wherefore then serveth the law, it was added because of transgressions. What? Wherefore then serveth the law. I don't know how he's writing this. It was added because of transgression, to the seed should come, to whom the promise was made. The seed, being Mashiach, has come. It was given, the law was added. Not for righteousness' sake. Not to say I keep my fringes on my clothes, my sky blue fringes. For transgressions, till the seed should come, to whom the promise was made. The seed has came, Yahushua HaMashiach. And it was ordained by the angels in the hand of the mediator. Galatians 3:20. Now the mediator is not a mediator of one, but Yahuwah is one. We all Deuteronomy 6:4. 1 Timothy is 2:5. That's not the about the one. That's not a oneness theology or or unity Yahuwah. That's where that argument comes in. Yahuwah one. We're not getting on that. Stay on course. Read the verse. Shut up there. Shut up. 321. Here's a good one. 321. Is the law then against the promise of Elohim? Boy, y'all done woke up again. Ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. They woke up. Certainly not. For if it had been a law given which could have given life, fairly righteousness should have been by the law. Y'all read the top part of 321 and stop right there. That's what y'all probably do when y'all teaching laity, just marvel in their head. 322. But the scripture have concluded. The scripture have concluded. The scripture have concluded all under sin, that the promise by faith of Yahushua HaMashiach might be given to them that believe, all under sin, circumcision, uncircumcision, heathen, codicium, all under sin. Gotta believe by faith. 323. But therefore faith came, we were kept there. But therefore faith came, we were kept under the law, shut up until the faith which should be afterwards be revealed. Ooh. I gotta stop here at 40 minutes. I read too much YouTube, take too long. Y'all ain't gonna watch it. Y'all ain't gonna watch it anyway. Y'all probably start the first 6 seconds. But therefore faith came, we were kept under the law. But before faith came, I didn't even read it right. But before faith came, we were kept under the law. Shut up until the faith which should afterwards be revealed. The faith has been revealed. That means we're not under the law. Y'all can scream, cry, kick, call, name, do all what you got to do. Ain't gonna help you. 324. Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster. No, we're going back to elementary school. We're going back to grade school. We're going back to the ABCs. To bring us unto Mashiach, that we might be justified by faith. 324. 324 Galatians. Well, they got their apologetics, people. Don't forget, you Hebrew laity. They got their apologetics to answer all this stuff, to turn it all around. Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us unto Mashiach, that we might be justified by faith. We might be justified by faith. But after the faith is come, Galatians 3:25, we are no longer under the schoolmaster. And some of y'all and all of us living today were never under the schoolmaster anyway. In the first century, when Yahushua was born, under the law, nobody was living in that day and time under Galatians 3:25. None of y'all was never under the schoolmaster. You've been bamboozled and hoodwinked in Hebrews iced tea to think that you back under the law and the law was fulfilled in HaMashiach. You wasn't even born under the law in the first century at that particular time. So when you try to teach that today, we're still under the schoolmaster. You was never under the schoolmaster living after the first century. My. For ye are all the children of Yahuwah by faith in Mashiach Yahushua. For ye are all the children of Yahuwah by faith. Hey, that's a Christian talking right there. Man, excuse me for that snow. Shaul wrote this from the tribe of Benjamin. Shaul wrote Galatians from the tribe of Benjamin. For as many of you have been baptized into Mashiach, have put on Mashiach. Have many of you been baptized into Mashiach? Have even Yahushua was baptized. Yahushua was baptized by Yahushua can. I'm gonna stop here. There's neither Yehudite nor Greek. There's neither bond nor free. There's neither male or female. For they are all one. They are all one. They are all one. Not some. Not just the Yehudim. They are all one in Mashiach, Yahushua. I'm gonna stop. I'm getting into Galatians 3. I think that's my daughter. 44 minutes. And if this old English stuff, and if ye be Mashiachs, then are ye Abraham's seed, and hearers according to the law, and here is according to and here is according to the promise. And if ye be Mashiachs, then ye are Abraham's seed. Here is according to the promise. Through Mashiach, in Mashiach, a disciple of Yahusha. I'm gonna have to stop there. Let me see. I'm gonna have to stop there. I'm gonna have to stop there. Let me see. That's the daughter. Y'all say, why are you stopping? You don't supposed to be doing that. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, yeah, I gotta stop there. That is the daughter. I'm stopping at Galatians 3:29. I'm stopping at Galatians 3:29. That's where I'm gonna stop right now. I'll come back and pick it up. I'm stopping at Galatians chapter 3. That's where I'm gonna stop at. Shalom, peace. This wasn't personal. I'm gonna read 4 and 5 when I do part 2 of Galatians. Part 2, 4 and 5. Shalom, peace. This is not personal. This is scriptural business. But as he said, if I seek to please Elohim, I can't be a servant of Yahushua HaMashiach. And some people are going to get mad, whatever. I don't really care. Get mad, whatever. Just comments. Then if I tag it, I don't care. I'm reading the scripture. If you don't like it, change the book. Write your own book. There you go. I'm not going against Shaul. For no camp, no Christian, no Yehudim, no names, no this, no that. No. That's it. You got it. It's a hard stance to take up when you pretty much might be and a few other people around the world. But the Christians are not under the law. They already got that part. They got that part right. For sure they got that right. For sure the Christians got that right. But the Hebrew Yashruelites been bamboozled and got the Kool-Aids, put the IV in your arm, you're laying there, and you just been sucking back. And culturally, you thinking culturally going back to the law, statutes, and commandments, that's bringing you culturally back. I ain't seen nothing about no culture. And no Galatians. See, I told you he wasn't a real. Anyway, take care. Shalom, peace. I'm out. Later.